Zibanejad was driving, the puck knocked away from him. Snyder able to step up at the line, and now it's Hughes. He's got Brett with him. Hughes shot, rebound, blocked by Morgan.
Had a little momentum in the offense zone, but here's that 2-on-1 break as Hughes is skating forward. He pokes it by. Now he gets a pass ahead, and he's got a 2-on-1 break. He tries to go to the blocker's side, and give Jonathan Crick a lot of credit for the way he had as much patience to stay on his skate blade as long.
Rangers get some fresh bodies on the ice after the icing call, and now it's Hamanaho. The pass on for Gritsuk, spins it in front. Glass is denied by Quick.
Maybe except for the great Marty Brodeur and Ken Dryden. Somehow they managed to maintain their concentration with limited action.
That shot goes well wide of the net from Lafreniere. Lafreniere, his pass out for Gavrikov. Arister scores! Gavrikov with his 14th goal on just the second shot of the period for the Rangers.
Limited offensive zone pressure. It has been all rush game for the New-Jersey Devils, but Gavrikov with a real quick shot right here finds its way through a maze of players. Will Cooley's in front of the net. Jody, I don't think he was... Oh boy, there's a triple I formation screen, and it might have gone off the pants of Hamilton as well.
And I think that flash screen that you're going to see right...
They go to work here just seconds after the goal from Gavrikov has given the Rangers the 1-0 lead. Pratt to the net, tip off the post, and Hischier puts it in out of midair. The Devils make quick work on the power play as Hischier scores, and it's tied at 1.
Little uncertainty as to how high that stick was, and eye coordination as well. The entry into the zone was spectacular. Hughes makes an easy pass through Trocheck. It was bobbled by Bratt, but then towards the front of the net, there's the high redirection. Let's see. Well, the puck's below the goal. It's not even a question mark. Jody,
yeah, it's got to be below the crossbar.
Yeah. There. Yeah, that's a good goal.
Almost looked like he waited for it to make sure it dropped down a little bit.
He choked up a little bit. You see that?
Gets himself into the offensive zone. Hughes on the backhand, dropped it off for Hischier. Nemitz fires, reaching behind him. Quick stopped it. The play is still alive, though. Quick can reset himself after a close call around his net.
Well, he's a very active goaltender. He relies on a lot of that leg strength and edge work, and he gets down in a very athletic position, always has, and there's not really a predictable way.
Edstrom, who locks up with Siegenthaler back in the goal. Final minute of play here in the period, stolen away by Gritsuk. He's able to turn around Fox. Gritsuk on the run, drifting, shooting, scores! Arseny Gritsuk goes coast to coast under the bar, and it's 2-1 Devils.
He showed great speed in the neutral zone right in front of me. From nearly a... This is what excites you about this kid right here. Picks it off there, but then he pulls it to the inside, and now he's off to the races. He pushes off Fox, and I thought this might have glanced off the Rangers' stick. I think it did. I think it might have just nibbled the tip of the stick of Robertson under the bar and in.
Well, take a look at Fox. He's anticipating that puck off the wall, but you're right, that pull. What they wanted offensively with these plays like this, where they're off pucks, they're getting pucks back, and more importantly, holding on to pucks. And that's something the Rangers got to do here as this game goes on.
Here's Mika Zibanejad walking right in, scores! Markstrom couldn't grab it. It's 2 goals on 3 shots for the Rangers, and they've tied it to open the period.
Well, the first man in. The Devils do get odd man breaks, but you can see here, pressure by Perreault, maybe a little stick on stick, but Zibanejad was the high man. He picks it off, and yes, right off the cheater of the glove. Markstrom's fighting it off like crazy, but it's got enough to dribble across that goal line.
This play by Gritsuk at the line, Mercer across. Timo Meyer. Rister off the post, rebound! Quick trying to cover, he'll settle for the poke away from the net. Making an impact here for the Devils. It almost got one on that tip, Jody. They go to work for the 3rd time on the man advantage, 1 for 2 so far. Hischier moves it for Jack Hughes on a string to the front, and they score! Connor Brown off the setup from Jack Hughes. 2 power play goals in the game. The Devils are back on top.
Fit in perfectly here. with this group. Heischer and Hughes. Hughes just drags it right back here. His eyes open all the way. He's dancing out there. And then finds in the slot area, uncovered, the right-hander, Brown. Oh boy, a little overcommitment there by Cooley. Boy, the Rangers did not defend that very well. But a great play by Hughes. Got to give him credit.
There's a great look at it. Hughes just pulled everyone around that zone. He knew Brown was a right-handed shot. Look at Brown here. He gets available. And
that's just a non-hockey related play right there. This bad luck.
Lafreniere closing in. Saved by Markstrom, but a penalty on the play. Shimon Nemitz called for the slash, but Markstrom still had to make a fine stop. Meloche, Cartier were all in there, and it came free, and Jack Hughes hits the gas. Hughes to the net. Saved by Quick. Meyer on the rebound. It wouldn't settle for him. Hughes out of a cannon right to the net. Collected by Matthew Robertson. The Rangers try to move it ahead, but easier said than done. Meyer with the steal. Heischer with the open look. Quick to save. Rebound try. Quick got it again.
The other defenseman's got to back way off. And then this just effort in a battle for Zibanejad gets stripped, and it's another moment where Quick has to make the save. Well, if he did, he might have been gone there on a break.
Out of the box comes Mika Zibanejad. Just a singular shot for the Devils on the power play. Stolen away by Cotter. What a move! The rebound left there. Meyer scores! Timo Meyer able to follow up the Paul Cotter try, and the Devils take a 2-goal lead here in the third period.
First attempt. Oh, Gavrikov just fumbles on that puck right there. And there's the first save there. And then it's a little bit of a snow angel, and there's no way to recover for Jonathan Quick, but again, another bad turnover there by the Rangers, and it cost them.
Goal comes just 11 seconds after the power play had expired.
And that puck just rolled on.
Miller turns it down the boards. Cooley. Lifted up, glove down by the Ranger captain. JT Miller, one-timer from Robertson. Rebound, score! A shot blocked by Bukestad, put on a platter for Connor Sherry, and the Rangers pull back within one.
A good play by JT Miller to keep that puck alive. Pass was maybe a little off the mark, but give the defenseman credit. Here's the play right here by Miller there, and then now he plays it back to the D on a little backhander. The defenseman Robertson had to adjust a little bit, and you're right, Connor Sherry was right in the right spot right there, just bangs it home.
And offensive zone time for the Rangers. They haven't had much, but it allows players to get in front, and that's where you're going to get a scramble.
Hughes walks right across that blue line. A little dance away from Cartier, sets up Nemitz, gets it back. Hughes fires, scores! Jack Hughes calms down the Ranger crowd with a slap shot through Quick.
You talk about changing the tide here. And Jody, look what happens the other way.
Now look at this guy. There's no time and space up there for Hughes. He just comes out this shift and said, no, not going to happen. And he just silences the crowd here. I don't know how he did this. No time and space. He sees it. Everyone's just reaching, and now he's going to get lost.
We talked about before, and Savvy wore the skates that look just like that. Of course, one a right-hander, one a left-hander.
Here's Jesper Bratt moving in, takes a shot, he scores! Jesper Bratt puts it through Quick. It's a 6th goal for the New Jersey Devils.
I can't believe he found room on that short side. What a great shot by Bratt. Dylan makes the pass up the ice, and it looks like enough to play right here. He's got just a little time and space, goes beyond the stick of the forward, the centerman, Zibanejad there. He looks like he's cutting to the middle, then he goes to the outside. Oh, it goes off the stick of Zibanejad. That's why.
Yeah, that's why Quick would have a tough time picking it up.
Yeah.
This one comes out of the zone, and the New Jersey Devils, for the second time this season, beat the Rangers by a final score of 6-3, this time at the Garden.